Hello, it's Peak for You here, and I'm back with another quest guide for you. And today we will be doing the Throne of Miscellania. Um, no idea where it's gone in here. I had it up, but it's gone. For this quest, you will need 35 herbal ore and 45 wood cutting. And items-wise, you will need an unenchanted ring. I've got diamond because I had one in my bank, but you could use emerald or sapphire or whatever. You'll need some logs. If you are a male character, you will need a bow, and if you're female, you'll need a cake, which, I don't know, it's a bit sexist, but you also need an iron bar and some flowers. The flowers can be got from the flower girl just outside where you start the quest. Basically, I'm here at Relica Docks. If you go to the central one, there'll be some little guy here I'm standing on, and he will take you straight there. The easiest way to get to Relica would be via the lodestone or the lyre if you've completed Fremennic Trials, I think it is for that. But I forget things like this. And once you're here, I'll show you a map of where we are. You've got Throne and Miscellania. You want to head over to Miscellania, where there's just some peasant cut in here. For those of you that don't know, from this quest, you'll basically be able to run your own kingdom, which you can set like your workers to gather you fish or herbs or a load of other shit, and you can collect them. I don't know if it's once a day or once a week. I think it's once a week, and they will basically just give you everything that they've collected over that week. And for accounts that are like for Iron Man accounts, it's quite useful because it's still self-sufficient and it's like free, whatever the fuck you want. And once you're here, alright, apparently I can't talk to him. Hold on. Alright. So that was pointless, but yeah, once you're here, talk to King, whatever monkey man he is, and he will tell you that he cannot run his kingdom because he's got some curse and it's turning him into a yeti. So basically you'll offer to run it for him. He'll tell you in order to do that, you will have to make friends with Throne, which is the neighbouring city, and you'll also have to get his daughter to marry you. So he's basically pimping his own kid. But let's not get into the morals of Runescape. He'll tell you need to speak to his advisor, who's just standing over here in the corner. If you talk to him, which shall I do first? Let's make peace with Throne, because I don't really want to have to fucking have this guy pimp his daughter out to me just yet. Right, we've got to go talk to the Queen, and once you've asked him how to make friends with the city, you might as well ask him about the prince or princess, depending on what gender your character is. And they will suggest that you talk to the prince or princess themselves, and I'm going to do both of them things. For male players, you're going to want to go to the room north of the king and talk to Princess Astrid. She will ask you to dance for her, and then tell you about how she likes archery, so you'll have to give her a bow afterwards. You speak to her, and then she'll say, I see you have a bow mounted on your wall. You just keep talking to her for a while. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. I don't know why I just clicked that. It seemed like a good idea, but it clearly wasn't. You just gotta keep talking until she says what you want. Can I just use it on her? I can't possibly. Why the fuck not? Why are you being a slag? Dance. Oh yeah, right. You gotta dance in front of her and talk to her again. Blah 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 blah. I don't know if I'm doing this right or not. I'm really not paying that much attention. Give her the bow. Take the fucking bow, you bitch. Give her the flowers. Ah, she's on it for the flowers. You haven't told me your name yet. Then may I call you Bulldar, sir? You may call me Princess. I ain't gonna fucking call you Princess, you slag. I call you Slag. Right. Princess Slag. Archery has always fascinated me. I'm quite fond of it myself. Basically, you should just exhaust all the dialogue with her. Just keep talking to her and do all the bumsucky stuff until she just says good day Boulder or whatever your name is, and then you'll say good day Princess, and that's it, and then you give her the bow. she'll finally accept it now. Thank you, it's lovely. I'm quite fond of you. She's on it. She's fully on it. Can I try blowing her a kiss now? Aren't you a charmer? Take the ring, bitch. Oh, she ain't on it yet. Do you battle often? Right, she said dear. That's what you was waiting for, dear. And then you give her the ring. She gets mad gassed and she was like, oh yeah, I'm fully down to marry you. Right, and I can't show you properly, but if you head to Prince Brand, League reference, in the south room of the king, in the room south of the king, and I'll talk backwards for the rest of the video. But yeah, you do the same thing, you talk to him, listen to his poetry, say no one understands me like you do, or some shit like that. And you give him the cake instead of the bow, and you do it the same way, and then he'll agree to marry you. Once you've got the prince or princess to agree to marry you, you've got to head over and talk to the Queen of Etcetaria, which is literally, we were over here, you've got to run across the island over here, and you've got to talk to her about negotiating a peace treaty from the king. Yeah, this is the right person. I thought I was talking to the wrong one then, but that's just me being a dick. Right. Go through all the dialogue. I'm not going to sit here and read dialogue in these videos because, well, you know what, it's just too long. Right, she will tell you that she wants to be recognised as a sovereign country or whatever. I don't even know what that means, you know. I should probably go outside more. Yeah, then you got to run all the way back. Once you're back at the king, you tell him you've spoken to the Queen of Etcetaria, and he will request that they change their national anthem to, I'm guessing, the same as Miscellania. So now we've got to head back to the Queen and tell her that. After using my super elite speed hacks, I'm back at the Queen. You talk to her and she will basically just ask you to find her a national anthem. Like, she can't even do it herself. But after that, you will then have to head all the way back to the Prince Brand, that was the one, back in Miscellania, so I won't be a second. Right, now we're back with Prince Brand in Miscellania. You'll ask him to create the anthem, blah blah blah, chat shit, and he will give you an awful anthem. You then have to go back into here and talk to Advisor Grimm. He will turn the awful anthem into a good one, because apparently that guy's shit, but anyway, right, and once you've done that, you have to take it back to the Queen. Right, and once we're back at the Queen, she'll ask you if you found the new anthem. You talk to her, hand over the good anthem, and she should give you a peace treaty. Yeah, a treaty, which you then have to take back to the king. Right, back at the king, you speak to him, and he will have to sign the treaty. But it will turn out that his hands are too big to use a pen, so you basically have to go and make him a pen. In order to make the pen, this is where your iron bar and your logs come back in. You climb down the stairs, not up. Don't climb up the stairs, that's bad. Down the stairs, you head back out of the castle, and to the north, there should be a little anvil hut with some guy named Derek in it. So basically, you go to Derek, he's like master of the pens. Go over there, give him the iron bar, and he will make you a giant nib. I didn't realise how slowly you run in this game. Yeah, you speak to Derek. Blah blah blah. Is there anything I can help you with? Slightly strange request. And he should now make me a giant pen nib. Use this nib with your logs. You've made a giant pen. And now you have to head back to the king. Once you're back at the king, you talk to him again, and he will basically take the treaty, sign it, tell you that his daughter's married you, or son, depending on how you played it. But he will tell you that the people do not accept you as their leader, and you will now need to go and carry out some tasks for them, like to gain approval rating. You can go and mine coal over here, which will get you 0.8% approval rating per rock. Bear in mind you need 75%. You could cut down maples over here, which will get you 0.6% per log. You can fish over here, which will get you 0.8% as well. And you can weed. I don't quite know where you weed. I'm guessing it'll be over on the farming patches. But you can weed, which will get you 0.1% per weed. I'll be back once I've got 75% approval rate. Right, and once you've got 75% reputation, which you can check by talking to any of the people in the village, you just right click them and it's like check reputation, and they'll tell you how much percent of the population like you. Or you can speak to Advisor Grim and how do I gain the support of the population, blah blah blah. You'll go through all that and then you'll say currently however much of the population likes you. Mine's at 80. Once you've got that, you speak to the king, go through all the dialogue, and at the end of this, it should be quest complete. Yeah, quest complete. You get your quest, and then you can manage your kingdom, which I'm not going to go through in this video. I may make a guide for kingdom management later on, but as for now, you're going to have to figure it out yourself. And that's it. Bye!